Good afternoon. Welcome along. I'm Ian Wilding here for AFCB TV. It's another game for AFC Bournemouth against Cardiff this time around in the Professional Development League South. The Cherries second in the table, Cardiff are fifth. Let's see what the development squad can do this afternoon, having in the Premier League Cup picked up a win against Sheffield United just a few days ago to get through to the semi-finals. But let's see what the Cherries can do here this afternoon. AFC Bournemouth against Cardiff. And for the Cherries, it's a pretty strong-looking side again this afternoon. May do one or two changes since the Sheffield United game. Apologies for the pictures at the moment. We're just having problems. But we'll try and get that match for you as soon as possible when the game gets underway. The match hasn't quite got underway yet, but we'll try and sort out any technical issues that we have. It's a live stream, and for the Cherries, 2 goals for Eugene Nyarko last time out against Sheffield United. That was in York. 2 goals, a goal in each half. 4 goals in 2 games for him. Is he going to be the man that comes up with the goods against the Welsh side today? Well, Cardiff, very different looking team to the one that played Bournemouth earlier on in the season. And it was a pretty decent game that was, with plenty of goals at the Cardiff City Stadium a few months ago. But we are live this afternoon, bringing you every under-21 and every under-18s game for you. But as I say, we will try and bring you the pictures for you as soon as possible. For Bournemouth then, in goal, Dixon. In goal, the goalkeeper. Very good goalkeeper as well. Had a great game a few days ago. Charlie Osborne comes in for his first start for quite a while. He's had a loan spell at Tottenham. Alfie Merritt on the other side. Harold William Akinbone, the American defender. Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez and Zach Christie in midfield. Kobe Moto, Michael da Costa Gonzalez and Charlie Stevens just playing off Eugene Nyarko for the Cherries. And the substitutes, Jebinzi is the substitute, as well as Johnny Day, and Ethan Sills and Zavia Campbell are the outfield subs. Again, apologies at the moment for no pictures, but we'll try and bring that for you as soon as possible for you here this afternoon. It's 1 p.m. kickoff. We'll try and get that sorted for you very soon. For the Cherries, though, they are pretty much competing for a lot of competitions so far. Still, as I say, in the Premier League Cup, into the quarterfinals for the first time in their history. Still waiting to find out who they will play at that stage. But we're in that kind of period now where Bournemouth, the games are coming in thick and fast. And about 9 or 10 matches left before the end of the season. Brentford currently top the table with a 5-point lead at the top, with Bournemouth having 2 games in hand. Just understand that Cardiff have scored already. So Cardiff have just got a goal at the Bournemouth Performance Centre, but we'll bring you pictures for you again as soon as possible. So Cardiff have just taken the lead in the very early stages inside the first minute at the Bournemouth Performance Centre. So unfortunately the pictures are frozen, but we will say we'll bring you that for you again as soon as we can. So apologies for this. Cardiff have just taken the lead, and they lead by 1-0. The under-18s are in action as well. A 2-1 defeat to Millwall. Last kick of the game, unfortunately, on Saturday. So a defeat for the under-18s. And no game for the women yesterday. Their match was called off against West Bromwich Albion in Birmingham in the National League Cup semi-finals. That was due to a waterlogged pitch. Cardiff have scored, as I say, within the first minute already at the Bournemouth Performance Centre. We're just having some technical issues at the moment. The Cherries are 1-0 down. A couple of minutes gone in the game. But unfortunately, we cannot bring you the pictures right now, but we will as soon as possible. Some disappointing results for Cardiff. 4 of their last 5 they've lost, but they are still competing right near the top of the table. And AFC Bournemouth, really good win here at the Performance Centre just a few weeks ago when they won 4-1 against Charlton. 2-1 defeat at Colchester more recently, though. Noah Boutan was on the score sheet for Bournemouth. But the Cherries looking to get back to winning ways, but unfortunately they've conceded very early on. A goal inside the first minute for Cardiff. They've taken the lead, and it is still 1-0 to the Welsh side. But we will try and bring you the pictures again for you, as I say, as soon as possible. Because at the moment we're just having a few technical issues, so apologies. Bring that for you from AFC BTV as soon as we can. And we're back, so there we are. Turned here for the action. Apologies again for that. Cardiff have a 1-0 lead. 4 minutes gone. As Voice plays it out to the right-hand side. Forward comes Charlie O'Brien with the pass. Goes to the 1-2. The return is too far for him. And out for a goal kick. Here's William. Goes out to the right-hand side to Charlie Osborne. Those two again last time out. So solid at the back together. Akimbone and Harold William. That goes too far that time for Charlie Osborne. It's been a near ever-present for Finn Tonks at right back this season, but it's Osborne who starts today. But he won't keep that ball in play there. Jacob Dennis, who's had some loan spells in the past at Gloucester and Oldham, the goalkeeper. And Michael da Costa Gonzalez to take the corner for the Cherries. So what can Bournemouth do this time then? Michael da Costa Gonzalez, who's really been in form the last few games himself. Going to get the shot away. Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez plays it back to Christie. Christie goes out to Michael da Costa Gonzalez. And across from Christie. Goes back out to the left-hand side to Alfie Merritt. And the Winchester-born fullback comes in again to Harold William for Bournemouth. William goes out to the right-hand side. Here's Osborne. William again. And Mount Merritt plays it back for Bournemouth. So 1-0 to Cardiff. The goal was scored inside the first minute. Back again from Charlie Osborne. Osborne back to William. And Christie to take the free kick. So the young 16-year-old only turned 16 a couple of weeks ago. That goes out to the right-hand side again to Osborne, who had that loan spell out in Austria last season. We had him as a summariser at some point last campaign, and he was talking about how much of an experience that was as he goes out to Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Can Bournemouth respond here? Tries to get the shot away. Taken quickly. Comes back though from Barton. Under some pressure there. Jacob Dennis out to the right hand side, and Cardiff give it straight to Kobe-Moto. And back again to Charlie O'Brien for Cardiff. Caden Voice only arrived last month on loan, or permanently I should say, from Wolves. Cardiff centre-back goes long, that finds William. William tries to find his man, but that's cut out again from Tuose. Now Merritt's got some space to run into, goes out to Moto, he's got options in field. Merritt find the cross, it's blocked from O'Brien, comes back to Christie. Moto again out to Merritt, can Merritt find the cross? It's not a bad delivery. And the header inside the penalty area. In the end from Stevens, couldn't quite find a Cherry's shirt. We've seen Merritt deliver those kind of balls in though when he's been playing throughout the season. Stevens did flick it on, and Charlie Stevens, who's had an excellent campaign, just couldn't quite find a Cherry shirt there. Cardiff scoring inside the first minute. Live stream with ESET. As it's headed on from Daniel Oller. Paul Talbot-Bourne centre forward. It comes into the middle of the park as they come forward here now with Cabba. And still. Back to Watts. And O'Brien. Now can the Cherries take advantage here? He's got his brother Malcolm in support here, Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Couldn't quite get that shot away. I think he left it there for the Cardiff player to get that away, out for a throw, but they were quick on the breakaway there. And Michael da Costa Gonzalez with the left-footed pass. I think Malcolm thought there was a Cherry shirt there just behind him. And Charlie Osborne to take the throw for Bournemouth. And Michael da Costa Gonzalez, well, it wasn't far off, it was ambitious. And for a second you think that's going to be a real angle, but it wasn't too far away off in the end. Just to bend it into the bottom corner. So it's been an excellent week for the Cherries as they could get an equaliser here. Stevens, can he? Wow, can't quite. Comes back to Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. Still the danger's not over yet. Again, that high press which you've seen so many times from Alan Connell's side this season. Goes back out to Osborne. Osborne back to William. Bone's pass is cut out. And Danny Dixon with the pass. And William wins the free kick. But to win at Sheffield United in the way that they did, who only lost 2 games all season, the Blades, going into that game last week in York, in the Premier League Cup, with Bournemouth making history, reaching the quarter-finals for the first time in their history. A really good achievement. And Stevens. Now Nyarko. Still Nyarko. To Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Osborne's delivery. Free kick given to Cardiff for a foul from Nyarko. But to be fair, Bournemouth, since that Cardiff goal, they have responded well. They've created opportunities. Michael da Costa Gonzalez there with a shot a couple of minutes ago, which curled just wide of the post. And a couple of corners as well. One that was flicked on from Charlie Stevens, left of the 6-yard box. But it's a decent response after an extremely early first-minute goal from Cardiff. Cardiff, Darren Pearce in charge of their under-21s. Former Cardiff and Birmingham defenders. That goes out to the left-hand side to Jack Thomas. Signed his first professional contract in July. And William. But for Cardiff, they didn't get past the group stages of the Premier League Cup. They finished third in the end, behind Burnley and QPR. Thomas's throw. Akimbone there getting in the hard challenge. So inside the first 15 minutes, this is going to be the first Cardiff corner of the game as well. Looking to extend that lead, which they've been in front since the very first minute. Can they get the cross in towards the back post? It can't quite find Daniel Ola, who was in there. Does come back this time though to Harry Watts. Switched out from Thomas. Play there from Stevens, the inside of the foot. Merritt's on the charge down the left-hand side. Look at the options he's got at the moment. Plenty of red shirts. There's Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Back out to Merritt. And they'll have to do it via a patient build-up, perhaps. Here's William again. Can't quite find Nyarko, shrugged off the ball. Here is Barton. It goes Cardiff's way. Referee just going to have a word with Nyarko. Two really good goals he scored, particularly the first one against Sheffield United. Nyarko. One was a header at the back post. To angle that header firstly on target and to find the back of the net was immense, really. Even the goalkeeper with no chance. Here's Caden Voice. Trey George finds Watts. Puts Cabaret down the right hand side. Looks for options. In the end, there was a wasted pass from Sekou Kaba. Joined Cardiff from Manchester United, Cardiff's number 11. Osborne to Stevens. Interesting to see how those two link up as well down that right hand side. Two very talented players on that right for Bournemouth today.
Come on, let's go! Energy, come on!
Thomas's throw. Watch his pass is cut out again from Alfie Merritt. Moto wins the throw. Well, Cardiff announced plans to upgrade in 2020, just before the COVID outbreak, to Cat 1. And they appointed Steve Morrison as under-23s head coach, and quite materialise. So it goes back to Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. Here's William. Well-timed challenge. Here's Barton now for Cardiff, who themselves are good on the breakaway, looking to take advantage here. Here's Thomas again. Thomas with the pass. Just going to get away a little bit to the left-hand side of the 6-yard box from George. George trying to round the goalkeeper. Just stumbled along the way. Goes out for a goal kick. Just lost his footing, didn't he, there at the very last second. So I was always getting away from him anyway in the end. Bit of a scare there for the Cherries. Decent 4 or 5 minute period there for Cardiff. There were plenty of bodies in the box a few minutes ago as well when they played a deep ball into the penalty area. Won a corner as well. There's Merritt with a pass out to Moto. He's got options in the middle. Looking to take advantage here. One of them is Stevens, and that was good play there from Twosi, who cuts it out for Cardiff. There's Merritt again. Merritt to Harold William via Akinbone. Switch out from Akinbone out towards Michael da Costa Gonzalez, who's been at 2 clubs on loan now. Crawley last season, Hartlepool this season. One in League 2, one in the National League. It's William, the former Charlton man, goes out towards the left-hand side to the ex-DC United man. There's William again. Nyarko. Cut out well from Barton, but picked up again from Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. Michael to the right, Kobe Motors to the left. Back to Christie. Christie's cross, Nyarko's header. Didn't quite angle it how he wanted it to, but a good ball into the penalty area from Zach Christie. Chipped into the right area, Nyarko inside the box. Nearly almost, well, more than 3 months now since Zach Christie made his under-21s bow against Hull. It's out from Barton again. Barton switches it out. Cardiff looking very dangerous on the breakaway though. Lots of quick players. Into the box it comes, but this time the cross from Cabba. Easily into the arms of Danny Dixon. Manny Barton did well there. Explosive winger. Cutting out Williams' pass. Well done to the senior team as well. A really good win at Molineux. That 2-0 win at Wolves on Saturday. Krupi and Scott on the score sheet. Doing what they did last season at Molineux. Coming away with 3 points. Short pass from Watts to Cabba. Aimed up towards George. Cut out well, brilliant. Made it look so easy there, William on the edge of the penalty area. Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Moto again. Malcolm in support, finds Michael da Costa Gonzalez. In at pace as well in towards the near post. Have another look at that one again. Moto with the pass. Michael da Costa Gonzalez is switched out for the time being from the right to the left. And the goalkeeper, Jacob Dennis, I think, relieved that it just came off the outside of the post and into his arms at that pace. Here's Voice. Barton's pass won't find the Cardiff shirt. Does find Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez to Christie. To William. Christie out to Merritt. William. Headed away again from Gabriel Keita. Centre back who joined Cardiff from Norwich is Moto. Does well, thought he'd lost it for a second, did well to keep the ball, keep his composure. Osborne back again. Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. Is Alfie Merritt. Cambone's cross. Headed away from Voice. Straight to George. And again, on that right-hand side, they're looking dangerous, but good play from Merritt there, just slows it down a bit. Ola comes back to Barton. Keita finds his man, Thomas. Thomas's delivery towards the back post, and there's Ola who heads in inside the 6-yard box. Cardiff's number 9. The cross comes in from the left-hand side from Jack Thomas. And into a dangerous kind of area, just got enough to it, rose high. Nonchalant celebration. Cardiff have extended their lead. A goal in the first minute, and now a goal in the 26th. And it is the Welsh side that go 2-0 up at the Bournemouth Performance Centre. And Daniel Ola was there at the back post to head in. And Bournemouth have it all to do, but we have seen in the past this season they've been 2 down and they've put up a real fight and made a game of it. Can they do it again this afternoon? Daniel Ola, Cardiff's number 9, one of a number of players in this side who made their first senior ever appearance against Arsenal in the EFL Trophy back in November. And he's on the score sheet at the Bournemouth Performance Centre. There's Christie. Kimbona finds Osborne. William to Christie. There's Merritt. Stevens. Good footwork. If you wait for it in the box, including Moto, can't quite get there. There's Ola. William. In the Professional Development League South. This is 2nd Bournemouth against 5th Cardiff. On AFC TV with ESETs. For you every single development squad and under 18 game this season. Live stream for you. Delighted to be able to do exactly that as Michael da Costa Gonzalez comes back to William. Christie. Moto. To Merritt. Merritt's cross. Away from Barton. Cardiff doing well though. And again, especially on the breakaway, they look good. And on that right-hand side. And plenty of the ball there at the moment. Comes back to Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. There's Merritt's cross. Can he find Ayako? He does find Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Back out to Osborne. No foul given. Good challenge from Christie. Cross comes in, aimed up towards Nyarko, in between him and Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Back to Osborne. And the flag goes up, free kick to Cardiff. So Cardiff last time out, they lost 2-0 at home to Coventry in their last game on Friday night. Free kick goes Cardiff's way. So disappointing with that result, but they won last week before that, last Tuesday, a 4-0 win at home to Brentford. For Cardiff is Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Half an hour gone. Here's Christie. Cut out from Keita. There's a push and a free kick there for a foul on Stevens. So Cardiff scoring inside the first minute. Bournemouth responding well, creating a few chances up until sort of the quarter of an hour mark. Cardiff then getting themselves back into the game and extending their lead. Again, 5 minutes later, Cardiff, and looking extremely good in that final third, Cardiff, when they get in that final third. At the moment, a comfortable lead, but what can the Cherries do about that? Here's Michael da Costa Gonzalez. And William. Goes out of play for a throw. Into the middle of the park there to Christie. So a goal in the first minute and 25th minute for Cardiff. Goes out to Thomas. Barton to Thomas, comes back again to Voice. O'Brien. Keita. Nyarko cuts that out. O'Brien to Cabba. So 12 to half time. Arguably Bournemouth's best chance, you'd say, was that shot which went an inch wide of the post from Michael da Costa Gonzalez from an angle. Here's O'Brien. Could be away here, Barton. He's got options. Barton does try to go it alone. Sees to it well there, though, in goal, Danny Dixon. And again, when he's got the ball, there's another player you feel like he can cause some real problems there, Barton. Ola scoring Cardiff second, just under 10 minutes ago. William. Akinbone then for Bournemouth. He's been at the club now for over a year, the American centre-back. Here's Stevens, wins a free kick, goes Bournemouth's way. Foul there from Trey George. Moto. Stevens. Flag goes up. Looked like a good ball as well. An intelligent pass through. It was the right kind of idea. Well measured pass as well, but just an inch offside. The flag went up pretty quickly. So Bournemouth second in the South table, 27 points from 15 games. 2 points more than Watford and Millwall in third and fourth, but at the moment 5 points behind the leaders Brentford. They do have 2 games in hand. This is one of them. Played out the left, they wanted to play advantage, but the referee gives the free kick for Cardiff in the first place. So that's put back for Thomas to take that free kick, back to Keita in the Cardiff defence. Voice. Well, it's Twose who gives it away. It's going to be a chance for Nyarko. Twose just did enough to put him off in the end. Eugene Nyarko, who himself has had a couple of chances. One was a header from a good ball in from Charlie Stevens down the left. There's another one. A lot further out. Cody Twose did enough in the end to make sure that was sailing wide of the post and off the target and out for a goal kick. Here's Ola. Merritt. Akinbone to Harold William. Osborne. Goes out to the left-hand side again. Oh, good play. Moto goes left-hand side. Here's Merritt. Cut out, though, in the end from George. So for Cardiff, they are fifth, but they've got 24 points from 16 games so far. They were averaging nearly 2 points a game a few matches ago. Here's Michael da Costa Gonzalez. He's got Osborne to the right-hand side. Finds him. Osborne's still got da Costa Gonzalez in support. Here he is. Had a very slight sight of goal there, just for a split second. Not really enough to get the shot away, though. Tries to find Christie. Finds Merritt instead. Out to Moto. O'Brien tries to get the ball off him. Free kick given for a foul from O'Brien on Moto. Cabba next to him as well. Now, free kick then, really dangerous position this one if Bournemouth can make something of this here. Ola scoring Cardiff's second goal, and they scored inside the first minute. Who's going to fancy this one there? Moto standing over it, so too is Charlie Stevens. Moto to Stevens. Into an area, and Nyarko there with a header after it was flicked on from Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. Another good chance. Well worked move. Stevens linking up with Moso with a cross. Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez just getting a flicked header on to Nyarko, who's looking for his third goal in less than 7 days. Feels like he's getting closer though, as Christie wins the header there onto some pressure from Watts. Comes off Watts, throw to Bournemouth. William. And away from Thomas. William to Christie. Christie to Merritt. That's going to be too far there for his teammate. So saying earlier about Bournemouth women's game was called off against West Bromwich Albion in the National League Cup. Next up for the Cherries women is coming up against AFC Wimbledon at home, then Oxford away. Cherries themselves right at the top. Really in a bit of a tighter race at the moment. That top area of the table, third at the moment. But they've got 2 games in hand over the sides above them. That's away from Akimbone then for the Cherries, with 5 to go then in the first half. Live with E-set. Cardiff's second goal coming 15 minutes ago. Not been full of loads of chances. Nyarko's had 3 attempts, 2 headers in the box, 1 outside the penalty area, and that effort from Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Cardiff still look dangerous in that final third when they do get it in there. Here's Cabba. Comes back to Voice, who plays it forward. Out to Thomas. Here's Barton. Good play from him and Tuose. Lovely one-touch football from them. Cut out in the end though. It goes Bournemouth's way. Good movement there from Cardiff, involving 2-3 players. Including Manny Barton. There's Thomas, who's on the floor, wins the free kick for the Welsh side. When they played earlier in the season, it was Cardiff 1, Cherries 2. Cardiff did equalise from Perrott in the second half that day, and it was Moto on the score sheet to start with, and then I remember Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez winning the ball back and then just tapping it into an empty net inside the penalty area. That was earlier in the campaign. Offside. Ollers there makes the run too early. Daniel Oller, who played in that return fixture, or reverse fixture. Here's Christie. See again, Thomas's header. So Charlie Osborne's throw. Switched out brilliantly from Akambona there towards Michael da Costa Gonzalez. His delivery won't find Nyarko. Here's Merritt now. Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. Motor again, he's got Stevens in support. Is there going to be one last chance before half time? That's a William. Mind you, we will have highlights at half time, so stay tuned for that in a couple of minutes' time with the best of the action of the first half. Unfortunately, there's a slight technical issue at the start, so we won't be able to bring you Cardiff's first, but we will be able to bring you Cardiff second and all the rest of the best of the action from the first half. So that's on the way for you in just a couple of minutes' time once the referee blows his whistle. A few chances for you to watch back. But Cherries, when you look at the subs, imagine a few will come on at half time. There's some options there, including Johnny Day, who's getting back from injury now, who came off the bench. Cherries joint top goal scorer, having missed a couple of months of action, more than that even. Came on against Sheffield United midweek, so he's on the bench. Chabinze as well, and Ethan Stills and Zavia Campbell, the outfield subs. Aidan McGann on the bench as well for the Cherries. Here's Merritt. Merritt's delivery. Can they get a goal just before half time here? Nyarko not quite. Well cut out in the end from Thomas. Heroic defending there. Foul to Nyarko. Just reducing the space for a second there. You think he's got lots of time to pull the trigger, but Jack Thomas made sure that wasn't the case. Last chance of the half will come via a corner. It's Michael da Costa Gonzalez, and that should be that for half time. In fact, it is, and that will be that for the first half. Goal inside the first minute, then a goal on 25 minutes. The second coming at the back post from Daniel Oller. Bournemouth have it all to do. They have had their chances, as I say. Eugene Nyarko with two headers, which we'll see in a minute, and a shot from distance, and a Michael da Costa Gonzalez left-footed curler, which went wide of the post. But it's in the Professional Development League South, and AFC Bournemouth looking to get themselves back in the game. Let's see what the Cherries can do in the second half. We'll cross over now to the highlights of the first half at the Bournemouth Performance Centre. But at half-time, it's Bournemouth 0, Cardiff 2.
Jump! Jump! Good side! Huge here, lucky, well done! Well done! Out! Don't
yeah, I think he's put the name to, yeah. And Jake Davis is there, isn't it? Sweet goal, isn't it? No, this is my first time here.
Welcome back to Bournemouth Performance Centre, where the Cherries have it all to do. 2 goals conceded, 1 goal inside the first minute, the other in the 25th minute. Cardiff lead by 2-0. Trey George with the first Cardiff goal, and then Daniel Oller at the back post with a deep ball in from the left-hand side was there to head home to make it 2-0 to Cardiff. It's the Professional Development League South. Cardiff are about to make a change here. Looks like Jack Thomas is coming off for Cardiff. It looks like that because he's there with his tracksuit trousers and putting his coat on right now. So, on for Cardiff is going to be William Spears by the looks of it. The change for the away team. Will Spears coming on. And another change to be made, a double change as well by the looks of it. We'll get confirmation of that in just a second. So Spears comes onto the pitch, a lone spell at Eastleigh. Let's see what the Cherries can do in the second half if they can respond straight away. After the interval, it's quite a long half time as well. Seemed to go on for about 20 minutes or so, but we've got the second half underway with AFC BTV live at ESET. I'm Ian Wilding here at the Performance Centre, and it is offside. Nyarko made the run a little bit too early. Free kick to the Welsh side. Bournemouth themselves unchanged in the second half with Dixon in goal, Osborne, William, Akinbone and Merritt at the back, Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez and Christie in midfield, and Moto, Michael da Costa Gonzalez and Charlie Stevens and Nyarko for the Cherries, the front four. Trey George is cut out, and then it's going to be too far on the end from Nyarko, who had 2 headers and a shot, Nyarko, just before half-time. But it was really well defended from Jack Thomas to stop him from getting that shot away. There's Stevens, the Welsh Youth International. Charlie Stevens. Long from Dixon. Here's Christie. Won't find Michael da Costa Gonzalez, the other sub, to confirm. As a free kick goes Cardiff's way. Is Noah Williams, who's come onto the pitch as well for Cardiff. So that's that double change. Goody Tuose, who's had a good game for Cardiff so far, to take the free kick. That comes back again to Caden Voice. Chipped out from George. Out to Barton. Into George. Tries to get another shot away. Comes back out to Moto. Cut out from O'Brien. Here's Spears. Good one from Moto. Referee plays advantage. Merritt goes for the cross. Had a pinpoint cross at one stage in the first half up towards Nyarko's head. Did Alfie Merritt. Back from Osborne. Free kick goes Bournemouth's way for the foul there on William. I think that might have been one of the reasons for the fairly lengthy half-time with that double change being made while they were sorting all that out. Comes back from Williams. Here's Watts. It's a really good run from Watts. Somehow he's still going. He finds Barton. Offside. In fact, it won't count. He would have saved it anyway, I'm sure, if it wasn't offside, but the flag did go up. O'Brien. Voice. William there blocks the pass from George, who scored that opening goal inside the first minute for Cardiff. Here is Trey George. Good trickery. Wins in the free kick and the foul. And the yellow card is going to be produced here for Harold William. Very quick to produce that yellow card. So a booking for him. It is League Football, Professional Development League South. Cherries against Cardiff. Bournemouth next in action away at Queen's Park Rangers. That one is next Tuesday. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. Swansea to come the following Tuesday. Really, it's a game a week on the whole for the Cherries between now and the end of April, although that might change now because of the Premier League Cup. He comes back out again. Goes out to the left-hand side. But before that, in fact, a game on Friday against Bristol City. So that's to come on Friday as well. So that's to come. So 3 games coming up in the space of just under 2 weeks for the Cherries. So it's a ball out towards the right-hand side, which is going to be taken from O'Brien. O'Brien's throw. Or to George. George has still got it. He's cut out though. Does well here. William. What can William do? He's got Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez in support. Can't quite find Stevens. Won't find Nyarko. Does win it back. Great tenacity to win it back, but that shot's blocked. There's Spears. Look at the players forward here on the breakaway. It's going to aimed up towards Ola, but it won't find him. It will instead find the goalkeeper, Danny Dixon. He made 2 or 3 stunning saves against Sheffield United in the Premier League Cup last week. One in particular where the second half, an unbelievable save where he tucked it behind and out for a corner kick in the second half. To Cater to Voice. Voice again further forward. Passed out from George. Quick movement from Cardiff. A third goal would really kill the game off, you would think. That's a late challenge. And it's a second yellow card for Harold William, and he's received his marching orders. Well, it comes 5 minutes after the original yellow card. And he'd won the challenge really well a couple of minutes ago as well when he burst forward. But that time, for the late challenge, he's received a second yellow card and he's been sent off, Harold William. And Bournemouth have been reduced to 10 men as a result. So now they'll have to reshape and think about what they're going to do for the moment. Who they're going to put in that centre-back position temporarily before Alan Connell makes a change, which I'd imagine is imminent. Let's have another look at that again. A second yellow card for Harold William. And it came 5 minutes after the original yellow card. But there's no actual sort of natural centre-backs on the bench. It'll be interesting to see what Alan Connell does with this system now. But the task was difficult for Bournemouth. It's even more so now. Losing a key centre-back in Harold William, who's been sent off with 2 second-half yellow cards. His Voice down the left for Cardiff. Passes it down the left-hand side. Williams finds Barton. Cater out again to Spears. Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez with the challenge. Barton's delivery, and that wasn't far off either. Not far off at all. Just needed a touch to it there in the end. Barton was there with the cross. Ola was there with just a faint touch to it. Here come Cardiff again. And Barton. And they're getting closer, Cardiff, who've come out strongly in the second half. And that will give them a lot more confidence for sure. That red card. They can see the game out now. 9 gone in the second half. All the goals so far in the first half, but the drama in the second coming via the red card for Harold William a couple of minutes ago. Cleared from Dixon. His voice. Could be interesting here though. High press winning the ball back is Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. Not far off again, Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez this time with his first effort of the game. Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez looking to do what he did against Cardiff away from home earlier in the season when he scored a tap-in. This time, distance takes a deflection and out for a corner kick. Can that result in a goal for Bournemouth to get themselves back into this game? Deep ball in, too deep in the end. Goal kick Cardiff. A couple of good wins for Bournemouth recently before that win against Sheffield United in the Premier League Cup, also in their final group game of that competition, beating Reading 2-0. There's also a sending off in that game as well when Amir Ali received a red card. It's Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. Nyarko. Stevens. Nyarko again. Good play from Eugene Nyarko. He's got support. Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. And came a couple of minutes after that effort from distance. This time outside the 6-yard box. Running in. Huge chance. The chance of the second half for Bournemouth for sure. So despite that red card, Bournemouth pushing. That's anything they can do right now. Sure, it'll make it end-to-end now for sure, with Bournemouth pushing to get themselves back in the game, despite having their centre-back sent off. His voice. And still, he's got Barton to his left. He's got George looking for it in the box. So say again, back to Keita. To George. And again from Barton. Big challenge there again from Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez this time. If we can have a word with him for the challenge. So we're approaching the hour mark. And it is as we were at half-time. Cherries still having it all to do, but also down to 10 men. Both sides had chances in the first half. Both had their little periods of pressure. You'd say the same in the second as well. So Ethan Sills is coming on for Bournemouth. Cardiff making a change. It's all happening now. Double change should be made for the Cherries as well. Johnny Day's also coming on. Off goes Akimbone and also Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. So another centre-back's come off. Interesting to see what that will do in terms of shape. You know, Ethan Sills can play at the back as well. Off for Cardiff has gone Ola, who makes way. So it is all change, all happening in one go there. There was some changes for Cardiff, 2 at half-time in fact, with Spears coming on and Noah Williams coming on at half-time. So it goes out to the right-hand side, again to O'Brien. Free kick goes almost away for foul from Spears on the right-hand side. Cardiff, I should say. Free kick already for the foul from Sills. Goes into the book already. Yellow card. Free kick for Cardiff. Well, the cards are coming out now for sure. Goes Cardiff's way. Yellow card for the Cherries. Cater's pass. His voice. To Watts. Up to Barton. Oh, he's got to be careful. He does well. Good trickery there from the goalkeeper. Confirmation it was Phelan who came on for Cardiff as well. So that was the 3rd Cardiff change. That finds Charlie O'Brien in the right back position for Cardiff. Cater. So Cardiff will certainly be pleased with the way the second half's gone, especially with that red card and still holding on to this 2-0 lead at the moment. But here they come looking to extend it further. Back again to Barton who hits it. Good effort. Comfortably in the arms there. So Phelan, Spears and Williams are on for Cardiff then. 2 coming on at half-time. For Cherries, Sills has come on. Also been booked out down the right-hand side. Here's Spears. Cut out again from Sills. Push Johnny Day away here. He's good in these positions. He's got Nyarko to his left. Here's Moto. And again, Michael da Costa Gonzalez, for that was always going to be sailing over the bar in the end for the Cherries. But good play there from Johnny Day in the first place to surge forward 10, 15, 20 yards up the field. Comes back Moto's pass. Try to bend it into the top corner. Well, Bournemouth have either lost or won this season in the league. They're yet to draw. They've won 9 out of 15. They've lost 6, won 9. But they need to go some if they're going to try and get something from this game here. Still trailing. Still comfortable away lead. And still Bournemouth's best, if you're tuning in, Bournemouth's best 2 chances you'd come in the second half. Both come from Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez, particularly the one on the edge of the 6-yard box when it was laid back for him and he went over the crossbar. Michael da Costa Gonzalez there, we saw a second ago, just having that shot which sailed over the bar. Here's O'Brien to Spears. Cater. Referee plays advantage there for the foul on Williams. And here comes George. He's got to play it to the right, surely he does. O'Brien tried to return the favour. Is George again. and wins the corner for Cardiff. Well, Trey George has looked really dangerous in that little pocket throughout the game so far. Put it through the legs there of Ethan Sills. Tried to block the shot there, Charlie Osborne, and he got enough on it to put it behind and out for a corner kick. Cardiff just looking for their second win in 6 in all competitions. They finished 3rd in the Premier League Cup. Good run here from Spears. That was despite a couple of good wins in that competition, including a 7-2 win against Stockport. Back from Moto. Spears. And the substitute again. The two substitutes linking up there, Spears and Phelan. Another corner kick for Cardiff, who are starting to ramp up the pressure now. Second corner in less than 2 minutes. Yeah, Charlie O'Brien there on the right-hand side, but he does win another corner. AFCB TV with ESET at the Bournemouth Performance Centre. Development squad going well this season. So too are the under-18s, who have 26 points from their 15 games in the South Division. They're 6 points off the top 2 currently, the under-18s. Didn't get into a dangerous area, and that should be easily into the arms of Dixon. It is, after the cross which came in originally from Cody Twose. Here's Christie. Foul there on Johnny Day. Johnny Day, who started the season scoring twice in that 3-0 win home to Huddersfield. Seems a long time ago that now, back in August. And he scored either side of an own goal to get the Cherries going. That goes out to O'Brien. Picked up from Sills. Sills delivery. So halfway through the second half already, the main talking point has been that red card for Harold William for the 2 yellow cards he got in quick succession. Cherries down to 10 men. Moto's throw. There's Merritt. Is Spears. Oh, brilliant from Spears. Lovely footwork from him. Could get better for Cardiff here. Back from Barton. Here he is again. There's Phelan with a header. It was going to be difficult for him there, wasn't it, really? Quite far out, and the way he was shaped at first place. Turn his body that quickly would have been difficult. Here's Moto, though, for the Cherries. The former Pompey winger wins another free kick. Well, goal kick to Cardiff then. So that's a long ball from the halfway line. 20 minutes to go. And really, to be fair to Cardiff, they've done well. Good game plan, really, since Well, since that shot from Malcolm Lacosta-Gonzalez about 15 minutes ago, really, which went over the bar, since then, with that extra man advantage, starting to take more control of this now. And here's Spears, takes it round Sills. This could be 3 here. Still a bit of an angle. Oh, just away from 3 of them, wasn't it? Goes back out to Barton. Barton's cross, Osborne's header. There's Johnny Day. Now what can Nyarko do here, down the other end? Nyarko's pass. And Stevens forces a good save in the end. Attempt on target though, I think that's the first one on target of the second half so far. Better from Bournemouth, Nyarko's pass. Stevens' strike, Jacob Dennis forced into a really good save there. That was heading for the top corner. And Bournemouth do win a corner. Their second of the half. Looking to make a game of it here. Forward comes Osborne. It's delivered into a dangerous area. Well, again, it's flicked behind for another corner kick. I think that was Cater with the header. Christie's delivery again into a dangerous area once more. Comes back towards Sills. And again, that was always sailing over, unfortunately. Let's have another look at that. Cater with the headed clearance, but again, he could have maybe actually been done with being a little bit further back there, the way that ball was heading. Here's Spears. Nyarko. Back from Day. Moto wants it. Michael da Costa Gonzalez passes. Stop there though from Cody Tuose. And the flag goes up for the pass originally. It was a run that was made from Trey George. Play a Trey George, just staying in that hole. He can also play out wide. He's got that versatility in those forward positions. Here's Christie. Pass from Phelan into Spears. And it's easily picked up from Dixon. Well, Alan Connell and Kobe Moto both wanting it Bournemouth's way. It goes Cardiff's way instead with a free kick. Both not happy. Headed on for Merritt. Given away from Watts. Here's Ethan Sills. Merritt. One touch, 1-2, given away. Cleared from Cater. Out from Christie. Moto's cross, Cater's header. Space here opening up though, isn't it, down that left every time, with Cherries having to come forward. See, the spaces will be there at the other end as well. That's over Alfie Merritt's head, though. Bournemouth have had their chances second half. 2 from Malcolm da Costa Gonzalez. 1, that effort which went on target from Stephen's shot. We've had about 3 or 4 attempts so far in the second half, Bournemouth. But now they'll be in that period as we go into the last 15 minutes of the game where they'll be in no rush to take any of these throws and free kicks, Cardiff, understandably. Well, for Cardiff, several players have gone on to play for the senior side. A number have gone on to represent Wales. Chris Gunter, Joe Ledley and Aaron Ramsey, 3 that notable players that have gone to represent the countries. There's Stevens. 2 Category 2 clubs going head-to-head this afternoon. This 1 p.m. kickoff. And the South League. Up towards Johnny Day. Now, can he get round his man? It's good defending in the end, to be fair. It was good play from Voice, and that's good play from George. The Cardiff are away here. Real chance for Barton. Still going. Spears goes for the 1-2. He's going to have an attempt himself. And from this angle at the first stage, you think that's going in. But in the end, it was comfortable for Dixon. There's Moto. Here's Nyarko. He was one of a number of players who came through as they announced their first intake of scholars last summer, the Cherries, Eugene Nyarko. Making his step up for the under-18s. Time starting to run out for Bournemouth. Moto. Here's Sills. Oh, good touch that was as well for Moto. Finds Stevens. Here's Day. Johnny Day. 2 in support and still. And again, it's Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Well, he hit it with pace. Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Jacob Dennis will be relieved. It was Day with the pass. That goes out to O'Brien. So 2 attempts on target now for Cherries in the second half. The first was a good save from the goalkeeper, Jacob Dennis, who just dived to his left and tipped it wide. That was more of a comfortable one for him that time. Although he had to be in the right position because it was hit with pace there, wasn't it, from da Costa Gonzalez. Throw to be taken from Alfie Merritt. Now, every time with Cherries down to 10 men, he's got so much space. Barton on the ball here. And this could be 3, and it's well saved. Again from Dixon. As Trey George was running in, looking for his brace. Do you get the feeling there's another goal here for somebody? The way this game is really starting to open up now. Here's O'Brien. There's Sills. Again, Osborne's pass. Osborne goes out to Michael da Costa Gonzalez. Again, it goes too far. Out for another throw for Cardiff, which takes a deflection on the way, which Spears will take. Will Spears. Oh, it's a short pass, and it could be taken advantage here if Michael da Costa Gonzalez finds Day. Day, can he score? Yes, he can. And the Cherries are right back into this game now. And it's a big moment for Johnny Day, who was leading goal scorer all out on his own up until that really bad injury he picked up. But he's back to doing what he does best. Lovely chip over the goalkeeper. And you can rely on Johnny Day in that kind of position. And despite being down to 10 men, the Cherries are right back in this game. With 10 to go, Johnny Day chipped it over the goalkeeper. Lovely chip as well. And it's just those instincts from Johnny Day. Just every time he's in that position, you just feel like he's going to come up with the goods. And despite being out injured, he's not lost that knack for finding the back of the net in the right kind of positions. Lovely goal from Johnny Day. It's game on now. So change for Cardiff about to be made. Off is going Charlie O'Brien, who makes his way off. I think it's going to be Tiger Tobin's going to come on for Cardiff with a change, their fourth change. But great goal. When you look at Johnny Day when he scored, when he scores one this season, he's often scored two. Is he going to do the same again today? He scored twice against Huddersfield. He scored twice against Sheffield Wednesday in a 3-0 win. Also scored two at Coventry when the Cherries went 2-0 up, despite losing 3-2 in the end. Tiger Tobin coming on to try and cause some problems for the Cherries with 8 to play. But if Bournemouth can get something from this game, it would be possibly their best achievement of the season, the fact they were 2-0 down. But the Cardiff come forward now with 10 men. And there he is, looking to bend it into the bottom corner. Yeah, well, the fact you don't often see it. Side down to 10 men, 2 down, coming back to rescue a point. But that's the challenge now for Bournemouth to do exactly that. Day, the goal scorer, wins the free kick. Ball down well from George. That's back again from Keita. Ball up again to Phelan. Phelan wins that's a handball from him. Goes again. He wants the free kick. It goes the other way. He's still clinging onto that ball for dear life. And once he gets up, the referee's going to give him a yellow card. So Leon Phelan goes into the book. Is Christie. Going to be another chance for Bournemouth or two still, surely. The way they're going. Again, They can just get themselves another goal here. Maybe it won't be quite so end-to-end, because at the moment, as I say, Cherry's pushing for that point. And certainly Manny Barton down that left has enjoyed all that space as a result of that on the left-hand side in the second half. He wants the ball again. He's got it now. Barton's pass, cut out from Sills. Gonzalez there with a really good ball out to Nyarko. Makes it a much more exciting finish now. There's Tobin. To George. So the goal, if you're just tuning in, it was 2-0 to Cardiff at half-time, and Cardiff scored inside the first minute. Extended their lead on 25 minutes, and really throughout the game you'd say there's been small little periods where teams have controlled it, but in terms of chances as Bournemouth win that free kick, it's been pretty even in terms of opportunities. Challenge for Bournemouth now is to make sure the scoreline is even. They might do that here. Christie can bend in a decent free kick. So it is Christie's delivery. It's Jacob Dennis. Again, here's Barton. He's probably had more touches of the ball than anybody else today. Playing out on the left wing in the second half. Back to Caden Voice. He's only been at the club for a few weeks. Cater. It's left and out to the right to George. George to Spears. Voice's pass. 3 to play then. Still time for Bournemouth to get themselves back in the game, but time for Cardiff here, but they're offside. The run was too early again from Phelan. Free kick. Another change to be made here for Bournemouth. We've already made a couple of changes already. Day came on. Sills came on. Jovnidze's coming on now for Bournemouth, I think, or making a change. Back out again to Sills. There's Stevens' pass back from Da Costa Gonzalez. Jabinze coming on then for Bournemouth with 2 to play. AFC BTV, and however many minutes of added time the referee wants to play on. And again, it's not been low. I mean, you had the red card and you had a few changes. It's not really been too stop-start though. It's been allowed to flow on the whole. Here's Johnny Day with a pass. There's Noah Williams for Cardiff. There's Sills. There's Johnny Day. Free kick to Cardiff. Time running out for Bournemouth. They've given themselves some hope though, with Johnny Day chipping it over the goalkeeper just after the 80-minute mark. For Cardiff, the 2 goal scorers, the second for Jay George, or the first of Trey George I should say, the second from Daniel Ola. We've seen late drama many times involving Bournemouth this season. Saw a late goal for the senior side Saturday against Wolves to make it 2. Can we see one from the development squad? This is a chance again though for Barton. Linking up well here. Here's Spears. Out to George. Back to Spears. Spears tries to bend it in. And that goes out for a goal kick. There's George with the pass. Sun comes out at the performance centre. Didn't go where he wanted it to go. Well, for Cardiff, the youth system actually underwent a major overhaul when Neil Warnock came in as first team boss. Here's a chance for Nyarko. Nyarko's delivery. Yeah, he changed a lot in terms of coaching staff and the way they set up. And they're heading for 3 points currently, unless Bournemouth can do something drastic in the last few minutes here as we go into stoppage time. Osborne. Here's Merritt. Osborne again. Out to Merritt. Merritt's cross. Mind we will have the highlights at full time as well in just a few minutes' time. All the best of the action to come after full time, so stay tuned for that. Including Bournemouth's goal. Is there going to be a second here? And nearly. Moto, that would have really added to the highlights at full time. There's lots of chances, lots of attempts from both sides, all to stay tuned for come full time. Unfortunately, we did have a slight technical error at the start, so we won't unfortunately be able to bring you the Cardiff first goal, but we'll bring you everything else for you, and there's lots to enjoy at full time in terms of chances. Be nice to watch that Johnny Day goal again as well. But can Bournemouth make it 2-2 here? Moto wins the corner. It comes off the foot there of the substitutes. Comes off Noah Williams. Here we go then. Michael da Costa Gonzalez. To take the corner. Looking for a late equaliser. Headed up into the air from Voice. Moto's cross. There's Sills, just gets away from him. Cater clears. Minzer gets a touch to it. There's Stevens. Michael da Costa Gonzalez falls over. Wins the penalty for the Cherries. The referee points to the spot. And we could be heading for some late drama. It did feel like that was going to happen as soon as he made the challenge that the referee was going to point to the spot. He can have no complaints, really. Michael da Costa Gonzalez. It is a penalty to Bournemouth. And from 2-0 down to 10 men, this would be a miraculous effort if Bournemouth can get themselves back into this game and rescue a late point. Can't get much later. Michael da Costa Gonzalez is to take it. Penalty given. It was 2-0 up to 80 minutes. It's now 2-1. And Michael da Costa Gonzalez, can he pick up what would be a big point for Bournemouth late on in the game, in stoppage time? Up against Dennis. And it's a really cool, composed penalty. And somehow, against all the odds, Bournemouth are surely now heading for a point. Down to 10 men, 2-0 down. They look dead and buried. But Johnny Day and Michael da Costa Gonzalez have had other ideas. And now it's 2-2. And they've rescued it right at the end here. And there might still be time for more. Who knows? 2-2. What an effort it's been for the Cherries to do what they've done. And Cardiff have have looked really professional up to the 80-minute mark as well. They've had a game plan, they've had some good chances, they've made it tough for the Cherries. So the fact Bournemouth have got themselves back into this game makes it even bigger effort from the Cherries' perspective, and makes the Cherries' highlights look even better as well to come at full time. In fact, that is full time. It is a late goal, and it was the last chance of the game. It was Michael da Costa Gonzalez for the foul inside the box. He won the penalty. He scored the penalty after Johnny Day on 80 minutes had made it 2-2. It's a brilliant effort from Bournemouth, having been 2-0 down. Both goals in the first half. Harold William getting a red card just after 5 minutes into the second half. But in the South Development League with ESET, it's been a thoroughly entertaining afternoon. It's produced goals, 4 of them, 2 for each side, and really, in reflection, 2 goals each. You'd probably say with chances, that was probably fair. A good point, and a point which, again, you'd say there was no chance of that happening with 10 to go, but Bournemouth just kept going and going. It's their first draw in the league this season. Thank you very much for watching. Great to bring you this live coverage. AFCB TV, it finished at Bournemouth Performance Centre. Bournemouth 2, Cardiff 2.